Adam Silver, no one's perfect. Everyone makes mistakes. He's making mistakes. He'll make mistakes in the future. He has been such an excellent commissioner, and here's an example of it. Use discretion. You don't have to be a stickler for the letter of the law all the time. He uses discretion usually when it's appropriate, and here this is not a big deal, and he didn't turn it into one. Good for him. No, J.R. Smith's future is based on whether or not LeBron James needs to play with him or wants him on his team. And if J.R. Smith had handles, if he could do like a Jamal Crawford with defense, which would be a hell of a player, sure, maybe he'd have a future. But the fact is, if you just need a 3-and-D guy at the 2, they have 2 of them on the Lakers. LeBron has 2 of them in Josh Hart with a bullet and also KCP. What does he need J.R. Smith for? So, no, it's not about the play in the finals. It's that because even with all that, if LeBron James needed a guy to shoot threes and play some defense at the 2, he might have a spot for him. But he doesn't. So J.R. Smith doesn't. And that's it.
It's ruined him. It's ruined him because his name will be synonymous with that play. You got to understand something. It goes very, very deep. First of all, J.R. Smith, believe it or not, is an incredibly nice guy. He really is. And more sensitive than people realize he is. And why do I bring that up? Prior to the finals last year, if you recall, one of the problems was that D. Wade was in Cleveland. LeBron and D. Wade and people, it's not like anyone mistreated J.R., but the relationship that he had with LeBron was growing tighter and tighter in his mind from what I was told. J.R. Smith in the offseason was working very, very hard, coming early, leaving late, doing a lot of different things that he wasn't known for doing throughout certain portions of his career. He had bought all into the LeBron way, per se. And then they got D. Wade, and all of a sudden, he had to come off the bench. He was averse to that. They knew that he was sensitive to it. The relationship had changed to some degree. On top of it all, it got so uncomfortable that D. Wade actually didn't mind coming off the bench because, as in part, to sort of assuage the concerns of a J.R. Smith. All of those things are things that people in NBA circles know. So then we fast forward to the NBA Finals. And it's not just about LeBron's greatness. It's not just about his ability to play the game. It's not just about the cerebral approach that he has to the game and how intelligent he is, but focused as well. And that play by J.R. Smith showed that he was anything but. And you saw LeBron's reaction to him on the court. You saw them go to the bench when LeBron asked T. Lue, we had a timeout and was told, yeah, whatever. And then LeBron engaged in the histrionics or whatever because he was so emotionally caught up in the moment, realizing what a great, great opportunity they had just missed out on. And all of those things point back to that one play by J.R. Smith. There are things. It's not that it's not that he can't land with an NBA team. It's not that he can't play or whatever. But he hasn't started a game this season in the 4 games he's been eligible to play. He's averaging less than 3 points a game. He's shooting about 23% from the field. He's a complete non-factor. And I'm saying to you, what we are talking about and what folks are going to talk about when it comes to him for years to come is that play.
I disagree.
Real quick, Max. I want to clarify one thing with Stephen A. Max pointed out the basketball reasons why JR wouldn't be necessary in L.A. But to your point of whether or not it's ruined his reputation, the one place that somebody might know him really well would be L.A. You're talking about his relationship with LeBron. Would he, forget the basketball fit, would he be welcomed in L.A. with LeBron?
I don't think so.
I
don't know that. I don't think so.
The idea that this is what he's going to be remembered for, I think, is wrong. The fact is, no one in the world thought the Cavs were going to beat the Warriors in the finals. They had a 0% chance to beat a healthy Warriors team, and everyone knew it. So it's not like J.R.
still talk about it?
It's not like it's the last thing that happened. It's not in his career. That's the thing.
His career.
Right.
Yes.
So it's not like he ruined their chances at a championship.
No.
In fact, what J.R. Smith, more than that one play, will be remembered for. He played 39 minutes in Game 7 of the championship that they won in Cleveland. You play a whole game, play almost 40 minutes in a winning effort in a Game 7 on the road against a 73-win team. J.R. Smith will be remembered as a LeBron sidekick, a bit of a head case, but a talented player who LeBron kind of rehabilitated his career and made him a shooting guard on a championship-winning team. He'll be remembered for that more than anything.
J.R. Smith when he is focused, is a better shooter than most, and he's a better defender than most. And there are several teams he could potentially help. But when you have a reputation of people talking about you and your behavior and your focus and your commitment to excellence as opposed to your on-court ability, then what that's going to make them remember is the play in the finals. Nobody thought they were going to beat the Golden State Warriors, but nobody believed they were going to beat the Golden State Warriors, but it's not going to stop.
Let's look at this. This fits in. The problem is the play you're talking about fits into all this. Untying shoes.
That's fine.
But that's done like Lance Stevenson blowing into LeBron's ear. When you know you have no shot and you're resorting just to kind of trick tactics and like circus routines.
Lance Stevenson blowing in LeBron's ear. When you're talking about JR, you're talking about the reaction that you saw from LeBron James.
Sure.
And that is what's going to
resonate.
But
this was like after the fact. This didn't matter. Like, they had no shot. No one's going to look, oh, my God, the Cavs would have won if only J.R. Smith would have been serious. The fact of the matter is J.R. Smith went from a guy where the only part of his game, when you really look at his game that he was missing, were handles. He could jump out the gym. He could shoot well enough from distance from the line. He could finish at the rack. He could do all these things. And then he turned himself into a defender.
Nobody's
he became the best perimeter defender right now, but you're saying that's what he's going to be remembered for.
I'm telling you that's what he's going to be remembered for.
He's going to be remembered.
You know how many players in NBA history could play the game of basketball better than J.R. Smith?
Sure.
I mean, there's a lot of people that could play the game better. I'm talking about throughout history, not disrespecting J.R. Just a lot of people that could play the game better that are not remembered at all.